start from the beginning. I decided to test out 3 products from the Juice Beauty Green Apple skincare range that were targeted for anti-aging. My skin concerns were fine lines and uneven skin tone, which for me includes dark spots and uneven texture. I was gifted these products and I told the brand that I would test them out for at least 6 weeks before sharing them on my Instagram page. And that was if I enjoyed using them. I actually didn't sign an agreement saying that I was going to make a dedicated YouTube video, but here we are making the video. So before I share my before and after photos, I just want to quickly go over the 3 products that I chose, and then afterwards we're going to talk about the results. So Juice Beauty are an organic skincare company with top-notch values. The founder, Karen, was on a mission to create organic skincare products that actually worked and were targeted for specific areas. So Karen worked for 5 years with scientists to perfect all her products. She was convinced that she could formulate her products with an antioxidants-rich organic botanical juice base rather than petroleum or water to help yield the best results. And multiple clinical trials later, she was proven correct, and that was the beginning of Juice Beauty. Okay, so all that information I basically summarized from their website. So of course it sounds pretty good, but the real test is the ones that we do ourselves, right? So it was time for me to test the products. So I made my product choices based on the reviews that I saw from previous customers on the website. I read through a lot of reviews and chose things that people were raving about. So these were the 3 products that I ended up with. The first is the Green Apple Age Defying Moisturizer. This is $52 and I've been using it every morning for over 2 months. I use a decent amount. I get a really big chunk, put it all over my face and over my neck as well. And only this morning I could see the bottom of the jar, so it has lasted me quite a long time. So I think for me, it is quite good value for money. That is within the limits of what I would like to spend on a moisturizer, but obviously value for money is going to differ for everybody. I do actually have a discount code, which I forgot to mention. I'll pop that up on the screen and in the description for you guys too. So this moisturizer has a beautiful thick consistency, but it doesn't feel really heavy on the skin, which is really nice. It is incredibly moisturizing and my skin just loves it. It's great for my sensitive skin as well. It doesn't have any of that chemical fragrance in it. It doesn't really smell like much really, which is great because I've tried some natural skincare products in the past that actually smell a bit funky, so this one just smells just fine. The next product I got is the Green Apple Age Defy Serum. So this costs around $59 and it's actually quite hard for me to tell how much I have left because you can't see inside the bottle. But just in case you didn't know, the reason why it's good that we can't see inside the bottle is because keeping it dark actually protects all of the ingredients inside. Sunlight can, I don't know how to scientifically say it, but disrupt the ingredients so that they don't do as good of a job. But yeah, that's why you can't see into some certain products. And the Juice Beauty containers are all glass as well, so weight-wise they're a bit heavier. So I really can't tell what I have left, but I'm trying to guess. I think maybe I have about a half of this left. I hope I do. And I've been using it once a day, every day, just before my moisturizer. The little button on the top gives you the right amount to use for one application, and a little bit actually goes quite a long way, so I'm able to put it all over my face and my neck. It's a creamy coloured serum and it doesn't feel oily at all. Its job is to smooth the appearance of fine lines and to help reduce dark spots. So this one was basically made for my specific skin issues. And the last product that I tested is the Green Apple Peel Sensitive Exfoliating Mask. So this also comes in a full strength mask as well, but I opted for the sensitive version because I have had sensitive skin issues in the past and I thought that would just be a good place to start before going to the full strength product. This mask is $49 and once again a little bit goes a long way. I have barely looks like I've touched this, to be honest. I use it once, maybe twice a week, but usually just once a week. And I think this is going to last me a really long time. I won't have to buy this for a long time. So the job of this mask is to exfoliate the skin and improve skin tone and texture. So I think that this mask is probably the product that I saw the quickest results with. I've said this before in a previous video, but whenever I use this mask, Alex always comments on my skin the next day. He always says something like, "Oh my gosh, your skin's looking really nice today." So I feel as though this mask really does do its job at beautifully exfoliating my skin and just leaving leaving me feeling fresh and brings out that subtle glow. The first couple of times I did use this mask, I felt as though my skin was a little bit dry the next day. But then once I started using it again and again, that dryness disappeared. And I don't know why this is, but it could be because I didn't have a regular exfoliating routine in place before using this. So I feel as though maybe this, when I started using this exfoliating peel, it really was getting off those dead layers of skin that needed to be gone. Okay, so we're up to the before and after photos finally. This is the fun part. So I did my absolute best at trying to take these photos in the exact same conditions. I took them in the same room with the same light on at the same time of day. I tried to smile exactly the same, and I even put on the same jumper so that we can get a true idea of what changed in the past 2 months. Okay, so let's bring them up on my computer and we'll have a look. Okay, so here we are inside my computer. We've got my before and after photos. We'll start with this one and we'll open the after. So guys, this is such an honest review. This is real skin. You can see my pores, you can see my lines, you can see my spots. No filters. We're keeping things super honest. So to start off with, the biggest difference that I have seen personally and jumps out to me in these photos is around my eye area here. And you can just see in this photo here, there is such a significant change with all of the fine lines around my eyes. I did a really good job at trying to create the exact same smile in both of the photos so that I wasn't like changing anything, but I do have really, really strong smile lines. And I know not everybody gets this when they smile with their teeth, but I certainly do. I actually cannot believe the difference in my smile lines since I've started using these products. And that's something that I've been so self-conscious about for a long time. And to see such a big difference, it just really makes me want to continue using these products. Obviously this photo on the right, there's a little bit more brightness and a little bit more glare. This photo was taken at 1:46 p.m. and then this photo here was taken at 4:34 p.m. and they're actually 3 months, almost 3 months apart. So this one was a bit earlier in the day, so there's a little bit more sunlight on my face, which is actually showing more detail really. It's actually showing all of my pores and a lot more shine, and I think I'm showing a lot more detail in this photo than this original photo. But in saying that, more detail, but definitely less eye wrinkles. So that's such a good sign for me and just shows that this product is working and is doing its job. And so we're gonna look at two of the other photos because I wanna show you a photo of me smiling a little less. So this is just the other side of my face. This is the before and then this is the after. Once again, smile lines here, smile lines here. Such a massive difference. So in terms of dark spots, I haven't seen a massive change in my dark spots. My products did say that they do help with dark spots. Mine are very stubborn. They've been around for a long time. What I have here on my forehead, you can see on both sides, is actually melasma from pregnancy. And I know for a fact that this is actually really hard to get rid of. And they didn't specify that they can get rid of melasma. Like you have to go to a dermatologist and get some pretty hectic skin treatments to try to get rid of melasma. I think that's how you pronounce it, melasma. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I would like to try one of their dark spot corrector products that is specific for that and see if that has any effect on these little dark spots around my eyes and under my eyes here, but that's for another time. So yeah, I'm super happy with the fine lines, the wrinkles, and just the general texture of my skin is so much smoother. And then let's just look at the last before and after photos, because these ones I'm smiling less. I'm not doing such a vicious smiley teeth smile. And yeah, so before on this side and after on this side, you can just see the fine lines here around my eyes, fine lines, not as prominent on this side here. This dark spot here on the side of my face, I've had seen to by a doctor, a skin specialist, and they're keeping an eye on it. They might actually remove it. I think it has actually calmed down a little bit since using these products. I think just it's faded just a tiny bit, but it's really stubborn, and my doctor's keeping an eye on it and he thinks he might want to actually remove it. I also think under my eye here has calmed down a little bit, just a little less color in these dark spots around my cheek here. So will I continue using these products? I initially thought at the beginning that I might ditch the serum. But further and further into it, and after seeing those before and after shots, I really do think that the serum and the moisturizer have worked together to help reduce those fine lines so significantly for me. So I would be a little scared to take the serum out of my skincare routine now. I could always test it out for a month and see what happens, but I really do think that those two products work really well together. So I don't want to get rid of anything. I want to continue these 3 products. I have not felt this good in my skin for a long time, and yeah, why change something when it's going so well? There is, however, one other product that I do kind of want to test that I'm a bit interested in, and that is the Green Apple Brightening Essence. And this one is really specific for dark spots, and that's the area which I haven't seen a massive change in, just a little bit, but not as much as I would have hoped. So maybe trying this essence out might be the next step for me to see if that has any improvement with the dark spots. It's going to be quite difficult for me to tell as well now that we're going into summer here in Australia. My skin's going to be exposed to a lot more sun. That is when the dark spots come out even more for me. So I really do think I'm going to want to be on top of my hat wearing and my sunscreen as usual, but more so my hat wearing. I think I'm going to try wear as many hats as possible this summer. So if you are in the US, Juice Beauty do a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not happy with your products. I think that is such an amazing thing for a company to do, especially with skincare, because like you just never know what it's going to be like until you test it out. I recommend taking before and after photos like I have. It gives you a really clear idea of if something's working or not. And then if you're not happy after a couple of weeks, you can always do the money back guarantee. Of course, don't forget to use my discount code if you are interested in testing out these products. And if you have any further questions about any of the products that I've used, please pop them down in the description below. I'd also love to know what you thought about this review, so let me know in the comments. As always, I'm so grateful for you watching today, and I'm very grateful for Juice Beauty for allowing me to test these products. Don't forget to spread kindness this week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.